right, time for a little bit of Woodmizer maintenance, and one of your most regular maintenance items are actually changing out the blade. Now when you receive a blade like this is freshly sharpened, there's a couple of things you can do. You can try to pull it apart by hand and maybe get this in the face, or you can just do one of those and it just sort of pops out by itself. When you get your old blade and you want to pack it up to ship it out for sharpening, you can just do this. You grab it by both sides, right about like that, and you go like this. Okay, see that? I mean, you can sort of do it slowly to come apart, but when you're flipping it, you're actually turning your wrists in when the weight of it sort of hammers about midway. Watch, see? Just turning my wrists in. It'll always go to where it's supposed to be. Again. Right? Oh, it's got my shirt. And it's just easier. Like, you're not going to bring this into a shop like that to have them sharpen it, right? Hard to transport them like that, and it's a little safer as well. So this one is going to go on the mill. First thing you do, over here, buddy. Obviously, you're going to release your tension. I need to add more fluid in here and bleed this a little bit better. But you can tell when your blade is in need of sharpening by how wavy your boards start to get. Nobody, especially when you're kind of running this commercially, nobody wants a wavy board. It takes too much time to mill. It looks ugly. It takes too much time to plane, and you know, they don't want a whole bunch of work to do when it should have been done right from the beginning. Just to undo the door. Do one of these. Make sure you always run your mill with these protection doors on here. I've actually had one of these blades snap and it comes directly out the chute and hits the ground at about Mach 1. I've had them break and they just stay there, but I've had them break and fall or whip it, and I've had them break and whip right out the side. And if somebody were walking by, like my son, it would have zinged his leg pretty bad. So you just pull your wheel in. All I do is I like to pull it down to right about here, pull that off there, pull those out of there, and just sort of scoot it out. Right? And now's a good time to look inside here, check your bearings. A little bit of, might be a little bit of play in there, so we might want to think about changing those at some point. Check everything else. Alright, so let's just take this out of here. I did it teeth away from me that time, but I'm wearing gloves. You don't want to do that with bare hands. Now when you get these back from somebody who sharpens them, they usually put a piece of tape around them or some little bit of wire, so you know what's sharp and what's not. They don't get mixed up. And also sometimes you will find that, they did it right this time, you'll find that the teeth are pointed the wrong way. So these ones are pointed the right way. And if you want to twist it around so that they're going the other way, just do one of these. Under control, because you don't want to hurt yourself, right? So that just flipped it around. I just keep the smooth part out. Just do one of those. Come on. That's it. Grab it about midway, sort of squeeze it together, and that way it goes in nicely. It's kind of about wheel size there right now. You just want to make sure you slip it by your rollers or your guides. You can kind of almost tell your blade health as well when they start to expand a lot. Your tension, your blade tension comes off, they start to get warm, or they get really hot actually, because they're working really hard to get through the wood, right? You just pull this nice and tight like that. I sort of center it on there. I mean, it'll center itself if you have your mill set up right, but nonetheless, I like to start it out kind of where it's supposed to be. There we go. Sometimes I'll just do this as well, because what'll happen is your blade, when you put it on, it may have popped up over these little guide rollers here on the back side of them. So that'll help. Just align it. Now, chances are pretty good that when I restart this, I'm gonna have to add a little bit more tension to that, because yeah, that's just like a chainsaw blade. Take a little bit of the stress out of it. Chainsaw chain, I should say. It's not a blade. Who said it's a chain? Who said it's a blade? That's it. That's how to change the blade on your sawmill, whether it's a Woodmizer or any other one. Probably very close for the other types of mills as well. Lots more videos coming. Make sure you come back, and I gotta thank you for watching Rolling Up My Sleeves. Okay, buddy, let's flip a log.